StreamYard, I like your new snappy 30-minute, 30-second intro music, but we're
Yeah.
not giving you another $40 next month, you fucking cunts. Anyway, welcome to Perfectly Misfit, a podcast where Dan and I get together once a week and be as destructive as we can possibly be. We do this for our own sanity. This is a podcast where Dan and I get together once a week to just shoot the shit. And then if we run out of shit to shoot, we cover other basic ass bitch comments or commentary, food, TV shows and movies, and other podcasts because that is Dan and I's lifeblood. That is what we survive on besides bacon and other red meats, or excuse me, other and red meat. Bacon is white meat. But still, you know what the fuck I'm saying. We eat meat, niggas. But hey, Dan, how are you?
I'm good, buddy. How are you doing?
Mediocre. I'm just dealing with fucking, people who aren't my good friends like you. I'm dealing with shitty fucking people, and it's just part of life because, we don't live in the same state. So if we lived in the same state, I wouldn't have to deal with as many shitty people because I'd have your black ass next to me all the time. But
This is true.
these are the things we have to deal with because we're humans and adults who aren't really that codependent. We are brothers, but we can live in separate fucking sides of the world, the sides of the country, without having to depend on each other at every fucking beck and call and every second. So I'm doing okay, but I hate people more than usual.
All right. Makes sense.
That just adds up. That tracks for yours and I's lifestyle. We don't tolerate the bourgeoisie. we don't put up with these fucking plebes. And I've been putting up with them lately. So it's okay. I'm not happy. Excuse me. I'm happy. I'm not the happiest. And then but I got a job interview next week. We're not going to say any details, but that's I think it's very promising. So I'm looking forward to that. And one other thing I'm really looking forward to, just to like steer into topics, is this weekend we have a very big and awesome WWE event.
Yes, sir.
We got fucking Elimination Chamber coming up. And because my other best friend Allison, I know she doesn't watch this podcast. I bought a surprise that I can reveal on here because she doesn't watch my show, even though she's one of my best friends. And her boyfriend, and we're gonna go see Bobby Kelly on Friday. But I picked this up as a little treat.
Hell yeah. Have you tried any yet?
Hell no. Fuck. I assume this is fucking like Labatt's or fucking like some other.
Dude, it's got. Well, I sent you a message. No one else knows, but I sent you and Corey Castle a message that I bought it, and it's got like a citrusy taste to it. Yeah. It's kind of weird.
I think it's gonna be a fucking Michelob Ultra in a can. But either way, we talked about this. It was $2, $3 cheaper than how much it cost to you, and it was dirt fucking cheap. So I bought it just for the gimmick. Fucking guess what? Fucking we're all a bunch of drunks, so we're gonna drink these fucking shitty beers. It's gonna happen. So I know you said it's not good, but it cost me $3 less than it cost you. So it was like $13, $14 for the fucking 12-pack or some shit. I don't know.
Beer doesn't last very long in my house, but that fucking lasted like 2.5 weeks.
Well, this is mostly going to be chaser for whatever whiskey I show up with on Saturday anyway. But
bro,
I am a real American.
Hey, See if you can find some Four Roses if you haven't had that yet.
The whiskey?
Yeah,
That's of, of, of course
I,
I've had that.
I love Four Roses.
Again, this just further extends the fact and proof that we are garbage. Four Roses is so bad.
No
I
way,
mean,
dude. It's so good. It's got a nice smoky aftertaste
you
to
do
it.
realize, like, I've got like a $500 bottle of fucking whiskey you're sitting right up.
I'm
Like, as
not saying it's fucking
I've got,
$500
I've
whiskey,
got
but
this garbage shit right here, but right up here, literally,
bro, it's the same price as your fucking Jameson you drink all the time. So
no way. That's Four Roses is cheaper. But yeah, this bottle right here, I want to bet I could get easily $500 for, and I
no,
can't open it, but yeah,
I don't know. Prove it.
nah, fuck off. uh, like this bottle right here, I have to fight myself to not open it
No,
on a weekly basis because I bought two and I drank the other one, and I shouldn't have, but it was so good. It was
no.
the oh my god, oh oh my god, oh my god. Um, yeah, that is the Stranahan's Snowflake limited edition, released once a year. Yeah, that bottle's a problem. Like it's that bottle yells at me from the other room. Like I'm in my room, I'll be in my room and just be like, I know what's out there. I know what's in my living room.
Ugh.
Like, fuck, bro. Let's put it like this. Last year's same bottle, same, single release edition. Last year's bottle is currently going for about $1,100 or $1,200, and apparently this bottle is a million times better than last year's bottle.
Okay.
So
So you
I,
trying to save it to sell it sometime or what?
oh. It's either that or be a good drunk and just open it in like a year from now when it airs and it ages. I don't know. I don't know. I definitely bought it with the mentality of it being an investment, but after having the first bottle,
Well,
I shared it. I wasn't by myself. And
I
that
would
was
have
not.
kept it that expensive. It would have been just me, not
Well,
one other fucker.
I shared it with the fucking neighbor who, invited me to the event in the first place, and also hooks me up with whiskey on a regular basis. Um, but at the same time, he didn't invite me for the bottle that he opened. So who knows?
No.
Um, what's going on in your life, man? Anything fun happening?
Uh, yeah, kind of.
Uh-oh.
Friends from work. So all IT works remotely. Um, there's a guy that lives in Idaho and a guy that lives in Nashville. They came to town last weekend to replace a bunch of servers. I came in and helped. Uh,
Salute
cheers,
to everybody
Mitch.
watching. Thank you for
But
tuning in.
they came in. I went in and helped, and then went out bowling and had some drinks. It was super fun. I brought the kids.
I thought I
They
saw. Yeah, I was
knew.
gonna say. I thought I saw pictures of you guys bowling last week.
Yep, yep. It was super fun. And
You know what
then
that looked like? A real American
no, it
good
was a
time.
Miller Lite, baby.
No, no, I was saying
Oh,
bowling.
oh, god damn it. You're
Real
right. Yeah,
American good time.
I thought you were
Wasn't-
saying my beer looked like it was real. I was like, nope.
No,
I got
no.
rid of those bitches. I got drunk and then finished the case. That was the
Yeah,
only way I could do it. You're gonna need a chaser for your chaser. That's
I,
all I'm saying.
bro.
I'm just
You,
kidding. It's not that bad. It's I wouldn't buy it again,
yeah,
but it was for the gimmick itself. Absolutely. Like
I'm probably gonna save this one can because everything else is in the fridge. But I'll
no,
probably save this can just for a shelf.
no.
Yeah. I mean,
Like if the Undertaker came out with a beer, I'd buy it. Same
oh my
thing.
God. Unfortunately, though, he would be like Stone Cold, and it would be an IPA.
Right. I would buy it. I haven't seen
Or
Stone Cold.
no, actually, now I think about it. Fuck, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
There'd, prob- there'd probably be a stout.
It wouldn't matter. I'd still buy it, right? I haven't seen Stone Cold's, otherwise I'd buy it. But if I did, I my whole fucking fridge would be stocked with Stone Cold beer. But anywho's, so I know you just said you're gonna go see Bobby Kelly on Friday.
Sorry, I just had a little gas. It was
No,
like
you're
that.
good. I
Yeah, no, that's gonna be awesome. Friday, or like, which is kind of like the one thing I've noticed with going to comedy shows here is if it's a later show, and especially it's one of the boys, like I've seen Bert, I've seen Shane Gillis, and it's like the crowd is just it 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 takes away from the experience. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm going to the early show on Friday. I'm
okay.
super fucking excited. And a lot of people I don't even know the whole story. But Bobby has not worked this club in particular in years because of something personal that happened with them where he's like for years he was like I'll never go back there.
Uh-huh.
And I just like and I only picked this up off of little tidbits, of a little comments I've heard on other podcasts where, other podcasters, comedians will be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to Denver Comedy Works this weekend." And he's like, "Yeah, I haven't been there in fucking years and it's cuz I got a personal problem." I don't know what it was. I have no fucking clue. But uh I do remember a couple just in the back of my brain, fragments,
No.
but like, people being like, "Hey, maybe that was a one-time thing, maybe, but you should really give it another chance." Because honestly, if you know anything about the comedy scene, especially, nationally, um, Denver Comedy Works does it right. Like they
I was gonna say, didn't Joe Rogan film like one of his specials there?
maybe
Strange Times.
I think so. I think so. But also, even more recently, uh, Big J Okerson's latest special, like that just came out last week, uh,
No.
was filmed there, and I think
I'm pretty sure Razzle Dazzle, Bert Kreischer was filmed there.
I don't think so.
I know because I went to but right before Razzle Dazzle was filmed, I went to the last of 5 shows before he started taping it. So
Um,
I thought it was there, but probably not. Who knows?
that oh no. Uh, um, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter when it comes down to it.
I do
But
know Denver Comedy Works is famous.
yeah, there's two clubs. There's the one downtown, which is like uh kind of like a smaller room, very low ceiling, very intimate. And then the one that Bobby's playing at is Comedy Works South, about like 15 minutes south of here. And it's 2 floors, with like a balcony and shit like that. I saw Big J. I've actually seen Big J. I think actually, now that I think about it, I think that's the only comedian I've paid to see at Comedy Works because I've seen him at Comedy Works South and I've seen him at Comedy Works downtown with the X. Um, yeah, and I remember actually that was kind of a weird one. The first Big J show here that I saw him at in the Comedy Works South was right at the beginning or mid of the pandemic. So they like the manager of the place actually called me because I had like a group of tickets. I had like 3 or 4 tickets, and asked if I like. They made another show. Basically, they added an extra show because the tickets were sold out. Basically, like it was everybody's dying to get the fuck out and go see
Right.
some real live entertainment. So they added an extra show and asked me if I wouldn't mind, me and my crew coming to the later show. I distinctly remember that. Fucking yeah. And then the last show I went to there, I don't know if I told this story. I had a first date, which I want to put this out there.
I think I
If
remember. Is this the a shitload of money on chicken fingers date? I
Yeah,
remember that. You told that on the podcast.
yeah, I the last time I was at Comedy Works South was to see John Lovitz, and I was on a first date, and this fucking chick ordered $180 worth of chicken fingers, shots, fried pickles, onion rings, and I wanted none of them. Like I make pickles, but I don't like pickles. She literally ordered pickles to be ironic. It was
Mhm.
very weird. But then the comedian was the best part. It was John Lovitz. Like seeing John Lovitz and having this thick ass fucking date, ordering everything on the menu, and then ruining the show to the point where the usher had to come over and tell her to shut the fuck up. That was the best worst first date I've ever had. Because I've had a lot of bad first dates, but god damn, that one took the fucking cake, bro.
Oh
Um
yeah.
Dan's been busy as shit, so he's not been watching podcasts, he's not been watching TV.
I actually watched Are You Garbage with Christina P.
That was a good one. The new queen. She is the inaugurated. We now have a new queen of garbage.
Yes.
That was
And
god
she'll
damn.
never be dethroned. Like
That
that was
was
crazy.
I mean the stories. Christina Pajitsky, the wife of Tom Segura, the co-host of Your Mom's House, was telling stories about I and I've known the stories. Like I've known the stories. I didn't realize her stepdad was Indian. And then like she had like two Indian stepsisters that she had to deal with.
Mhm.
And then homie was the scummiest of scumbags. Literally like was just janking people left and right. Fucking just scam master 5,000. Literally like he would have the kids in the car pull into a fucking mini mall or strip mall and then randomly just stab somebody's tires
That owed
and
him money or something.
act like it was no thing. And Christina's mom is just like I mean that adds up, it tracks
Yeah.
considering like how damaged Tom's parents were.
Right.
I the layers to that episode befuddled me. I don't know if you got
I
to
didn't
see.
I knew that she was trash.
Oh yeah,
Like
100%.
I didn't know some like I knew about the Indian stepdad. I didn't know that she became like best friends with Roseanne Barr's daughter and shit. Like that was cool. Um, like that it was really cool to hear those stories as well. Like I
I
thought
mean,
the whole episode was
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Did you by any chance get to watch the special they dropped?
I
Are
did
You Garbage?
not. I was playing on it today, but I was too busy. I'm gonna do
I
it tomorrow. I have a block time from 1 to 2 tomorrow to watch it.
I watched it last night, and I think it might have got like released a little early, and I made a comment in the Facebook page, and Kevin Ryan responded and was like happy that I was happy with the fucking the
Nice.
special. That felt really cool. Considering I've been on the show technically
Yeah.
during the pandemic, I actually made an appearance on Are You Garbage, but it was because it was the fan episodes and there was nothing else to do, so they were desperate.
Yeah.
Um, the I Dan, I want to spoil something for you. I don't know if you know, but there's a big thing that happens on the Are You Garbage Route 66 special. There's like a
Don't
huge.
ruin it for me. We'll
I'm
talk about
not
it next
saying
week.
anything. I'm just saying there's a big thing, and I think out of respect for Foley, um, they don't make it as big of a deal. I'm trying not to look in the camera. They um yeah yeah towards the end of the special. So basically, just so you guys know, Are You Garbage is a podcast where they interview comedians and ask them questions to find out if they are trashy or classy individuals. On them as comedians, they tour nationally and they do stand up together, like or individually, and then at the end of their show, they do a group version of Are You Garbage with the audience. And yeah, so they basically did a tour of that show on Route 66. And along the route, they hit all the Americana, they hit all the rest stops, all the kitschy stops, the fucking
Yeah.
largest yarn ball in the world, all that dumb shit. Like it was kitschy as shit because the show is called Are You Garbage? It was supposed to be garbage. It was garbage. Dude, here, I'm going to spoil one thing, which is not a spoiler. A lot of the bars they hung out at, you could still smoke cigarettes in. it was garbage. I'm not, like I the one bar I still knew back home, they no longer do that. So that's why I was like, holy shit, that like I was getting nostalgia just watching the video. It's fucking great.
With how popular they are on Netflix, I'm surprised. Or I mean, on YouTube, I'm
YouTube.
surprised Netflix did not pick this up.
Yeah, I think it's again they're crossing borders that Netflix isn't going to. You know what I mean? Like I mean granted, yeah, you're right. Like
I
that
mean,
that
they
would have
did
been a
Ari Shafir. Jew is coming back onto Netflix, like later on this month.
hold on. Speaking of which, keep talking.
But yeah, the Are You Garbage should be on Netflix. The fact that it isn't is a travesty. So
Speaking of which,
yeah, you got the vinyl.
Jew, 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 Jew. All right. And then I also ordered the Big J Okerson They Them T-shirt or maybe
Oh,
hoodie. It's like a drop of water and it's like
mhm.
half pink, half blue. It's so dumb. I don't know
Yeah.
what's wrong with me. Um, uh, random shit. I I've been watching stupid like this new thing is coming back where like people are drawing cards again, like baseball cards, Pokemon cards. They're like having a resurgence.
Okay.
So I was at a supermarket about a week ago, and they have like a Pokemon vending machine, and I was like, okay, I've been watching these videos. Let me see if there's anything maybe worth buying in this vending machine.
Okay.
Um, and I think most of the good stuff has been sold out because there's savages out there they're like
That's
leeching
their
for,
fucking life.
yeah, like they were there 8 a.m. when they opened on the day they restocked. I
Right.
bought a random pack that I thought was semi decent. It's five
Mhm.
bucks. It was $5. It wasn't fucking nothing crazy. And I looked up what would be the, you know, good quality cards you could possibly get from this said pack. And there was like 5 or 10 or something like that. And I pulled a $50 card
Nice.
out of a $5 pack. You can't
Nice.
really see it, but like
It
this is
wouldn't matter if I could. I don't know anything about Pokemon.
yeah. So like I spent another $10 on Amazon and bought a bunch of these like
Cases.
sleeves,
Yeah.
the little cases or sleeves, and come to find out, uh, for some reason, this guy, which is I have a bunch of baseball cards that I acquired during a move out job I did right before I left New York, helping a buddy out, just trying to get some extra cash before I moved. Um, Graded, those three baseball cards are between $500 and $1,100 each,
Nice.
and I don't even know who the fuck this guy is.
What's his name?
Excuse me, Andre Dawson.
Yeah, he's like a fucking legend. He's in
Yeah,
the Hall of Fame.
I don't, dude. And
He was a massive cokehead.
I'm a baseball person.
He
I've
was on the Yankees for a period.
no.
He's on the Montreal Expos in that one, but he was on the Yankees.
Well, well then that means I got rookie cards then probably.
Yeah,
But I got a couple of these. There's like two or three more, but these were the three best ones, and they're all different. And
nice.
yeah, like when I looked them up, fucking, I think ungraded, they were like 500. So I think in the next couple of weeks, I'll
Go to the
send these
card
out.
shop.
Huh?
You gonna go to the card shop?
No, no, fuck the shop. No, no, I'm gonna mail them out to get graded.
Oh, okay.
That's the new thing now. Is if you get a good card and you know it's good, and I've looked at them. They unfortunately, because Colorado and me being a giant pothead and fluctuations of humidity in here, so they're a little curved. But
Yeah,
there's nothing besides that. There's nothing wrong, especially with these four. There's no creases. There's no fucking ink mismatching. I
yeah.
think I think this one is a little off centered, but I don't think it really fucking matters. Um, but uh, but yeah, I don't know. I think to grade cards now, they're like $15 a pop. So
Nice.
if
The
if,
only
if
thing cool I have in cards is the 1992 Fleer set where Billy Ripken, or they used a Cal Ripken image and named it Billy Ripken, his brother.
nice, yeah, yeah, I
And
know.
that card at one point was worth like 300-400 bucks, but I don't know what it is now. But
Nice.
I know it's
Well,
in the card set because I have the
dude,
complete set. I just have never opened it.
let's not
It's
even get into what I had. Oh, bro, my father. I'm going to say that we're at 28 minutes in. Nobody's watching anyway. My father is the biggest piece of shit in the world. I had, I had, I had Thurman Munson. I had some crazy cards that I remember buying off of fucking a neighbor in the Bronx in an
mm,
apartment building, and it was like her husband passed away. She's just trying to sell shit to fucking make money. I had a fucking box of good shit. I was a kid, so I can't tell you or remember everybody, but I remember fucking Thurman Munson and his fucking mutton chops. Like there was no man.
uh, I
Yeah.
I lost cards. I had Shaquille O'Neal and
Oh,
Grant Hill's rookie card. It was
oh, I
a
had Pippin.
split.
I
It
had
was
a
a
Pippin.
split hologram card and all this
Oh,
other shit. It was like the fancy card.
oh,
I
and
fucking lost it in a move.
even in out of sports, I remember even having the original Marvel the Marvel trading cards,
Yep,
and it was
I
like
have those.
fucking Gambit and shit like that. And I had Magic. I had Magic. I might or might not have stolen a very large collection of Magic cards when I was a kid. and God knows what happened to them. But I definitely had a large collection of Magic cards, and I don't know where I acquire them from. But yeah, God damn, like to look back at it now, like that, dude. I'm willing to bet money. I don't know if you know that, like I think it's called a White Lotus or a Black Lotus.
Yeah,
The
the
Magic
Black
card.
Lotus.
I bet money I had that fucking card, bro.
Yeah,
I bet money I had that card. No way to prove it ever. God fucking damn it. God, how dumb were we as kids?
very dumb.
All right. Food. We're at 30 minutes.
I made brisket on Tuesday.
Okay. I'm defrosting my brisket from a month ago to make into brisket fried rice
Okay.
in the next couple of days. What else?
We had brisket sandwiches on Tuesday, and then
Brisket
Wednesday.
sandwiches? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
pork chop sandwiches? What was that from the G.I. Joe thing?
yeah, pork chop sandwiches.
Pork chop sandwiches?
When it was like the house was on fire.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, but yeah, we had brisket sandwiches on Tuesday, and then Wednesday we had brisket tacos.
Nice. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Shit.
good time.
Um,
And
I
I'm
bought.
making my famous chili tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Why? On a Thursday? Why?
Because it'll last me from Thursday to Sunday.
Fuck yeah. Fuck them kids. You got the kids over. That's why. Um,
Yeah, I'll have it tonight, and then they go, or
yep.
Thursday night, they go to their mom's on Friday, and then it'll be all I eat the rest of the weekend.
You're watching Elimination Chamber or what?
Absolutely.
Okay. I got Bobby Kelly Friday, Elimination Chamber Saturday. I'm trying to think. There was one more thing with food, and I don't remember it, so it doesn't matter. We don't try to put too much effort into the show, even though the show is kind of our lifeblood. So the one thing we ask of you, if you're watching this, tell somebody you like the show. Tell somebody to comment on the show. Share the show. But besides that, ultimately, tell somebody you love them. Our life is very, very fucking short. Dan and I lose people on a regular basis. Honestly, often too frequently. So this is why we put the emphasis on this syllable. We really need you to do us that one big favor. Tell somebody you love them. Because if you don't, you're going to regret it. And it's something very easy to do as long as you mean it. Dan, I love your fucking stupid, dumb fucking face. I want to punch you 1,000 times.
I love you too, you fucking Puerto Rican pit bull looking motherfucker.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. And that's logical. We will see you guys next Tuesday or maybe Wednesday, whatever we figure it out.
Probably fucking Wednesday. That's the way it goes.
I think it's gonna be. I think
We say Tuesday, but we try for Tuesday, and then shit comes up, and then
yeah,
forget or
we're
something.
both drunk, lazy assholes.
Pretty much.
We'll see y'all next fucking Wednesday, folks.
Later, bitches.
Love you, Dan.
Love you too, homie.